Wish we had more time to spare. Want you around me like air. Can get my feelings involved, and then you not be there. Into my eyes you was there. Show me.
What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, YouTube? It's your girl, the goddess, and I'm back, ooh, with another one, yeah.
Go girl.
Alright, y'all, so today's video is just gonna be about some things that I just been feeling, things that just been on my heart that I feel like I need to express or want to express, and hopefully people watch this with and have, you know, and I help them in some kind of way, inspire them in some kind of way, or even trigger in some kind of way, because I see triggers as learning, I guess I would say, what would I call it? I see triggers as like signals, signs, that help you become aware of something that's something internal inside of you. That's how I see triggers. Cause yeah, that's how I see triggers. Because I'm not gonna lie, everything that has triggered me in the past has led me to who I am and why I am the way that I am today. So I see triggers as something to learn from, something to learn about myself. All right, but anyways, before we get into the video though, I need y'all to like, comment, subscribe, and share. You heard me. And don't forget, you're more than welcome to think that anything I say on this channel is a bunch of tomfoolery. You're more than welcome to think that I am crazy and I need psychiatric help. You're more than welcome to disagree with anything I say on this channel, because what you think is valid in your world. This channel is about freedom of thought. So like I said, if any little thing, just one thing I say helps you in some kind of way, triggers you in some kind of way, then I see that as an accomplishment. So I'm just here to speak on what I feel, what I go through, and then I talk about it with that intention. Talk about it with the intention of helping somebody, provoking thought, and triggering. Because like I said, I see triggers as something to learn about yourself internally. Alright? That's the way that I see triggers. Okay, but anyways, yes. Alright, y'all. So first thing I want to talk about, girl, who told me to come on here and looking like Pop Smoke little sister? Yeah, I know I look a mess. I know I look a hot ass mess. Don't judge me, please. Please don't judge me.
You still cute though.
I'm doing a braid out. This is not gonna stay in for long. It's gonna stay in for a couple of days, maybe, you know, and I'm gonna take it down. It's gonna look pretty because I'm trying to do something. All right, but anyways, all right, anyways, back to the video. Never let anybody invalidate your experiences, okay? Never let anybody invalidate your experiences. And what I mean by that is, you know, all of us go through things. Everybody goes through, you know, hard times, dark times, negative times in their life. And nothing is greater. What one person has gone through is not greater or worse or better or whatever than what another person has gone through. You know what I mean? Some people go through things materialistically, as in like, you know, being homeless, not having things, having to be on the street, having to be, you know, on their own, whatever it is, you know, not having a lot of money, losing, you know, getting, you know, just whatever, you know, materialistically, you know, just not having. And some people go through things mentally or through relationships, through people that they, you know, people in their lives. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's everything, everything, and everybody experiences their own experiences. And like for me, for an example, I was being spiritually attacked without even knowing that I was being spiritually attacked. And for those of you who don't believe in spirituality, things being spiritual, and that, mental illness is just an illness, and that you just something that you just gotta work through therapy or a chemical imbalance or anything like that. However you believe in it, I believe in it as a spiritual attack. Just based off my own experiences and things that I've learned and things that I've done to help me with it, to help me, sorry y'all, that truck is loud. I'm gonna wait till it passes. All right. But yeah, so just based on the stuff that I experienced and that I've seen, it's just like, yeah, I believe that it's a spiritual thing. But like I say, either way, it's the same struggle. Either way, it's all the same struggle. Like some people don't know what it feels like. There's some people that don't know what it feels like to have anxiety, have real anxiety, have what doctors diagnose as anxiety disorder. Constantly being in a state of fear, constantly being in a state of panic, constantly overthinking and going down rabbit holes without even and illusions, going and having to deal with illusions and things like that, scenarios, and don't even know why. And it's not something that you could just snap out of easily. It's not something that you could just redirect your thoughts from. It's something. You really have to fight. You really have to fight to get yourself back into a better, calmer state. You know what I'm saying? Like I've experienced times where I was always afraid, where I felt like I was always scared, always afraid that somebody was always out to get me, and I didn't even know why. I didn't want to feel that way. I wasn't trying to feel that way. It was just a feeling that I was feeling. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, how do I get rid of this? How do I get rid of this? And I wrote down in my journal so many things, trying to affirm and ask for some type of guidance, like help me through this, get me out of this. I would even write in my journal, I don't have anxiety anymore. I do not have anxiety. 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 Like down the page, you know what I mean? I would even like write letters to my spirit guides and my angels and my ancestors, and to the Most High. I would write, dear Most High, dear universe, dear angels, dear ancestors, whatever. I was looking back and I was like, please align me with people and things that I need to help me with, to help me get out of this. Please help me get out of this. You know what I'm saying? Align me with what I need to be living the life that I want to live, that I deserve to live. Align me with peace. Align me with relief from anxiety. Like, I literally will be doing that. And a lot of people, like I say, a lot of people are very insensitive and very, insensitive towards people who have experienced that. And the reason why I know that what I was experiencing wasn't something that I was just doing on my own, doing by myself, because I didn't want to. I didn't want to think those thoughts. I did so many things to redirect myself, to try to redirect my thoughts to somewhere else. Because you can't sleep, you can't do none of that. I would go to the gym, I was working out every day. I was trying to distract myself with TV shows, binge watching TV shows. You know what I mean? Like, what else would I do? Take walks at the park, come out here in nature, and all of those things help. Being out here in nature really, really, really helps ground me, and helps me feel better. Like, coming out in nature made me feel so much better. I would feel so much better. But anyways, like, I would just take walks at the park. I would listen to music, try to dance, and like do any kind of thing to distract me from what was going on in my mind that I felt like I could not control. And then once I learned the things that I learned and found out the things that I found out, like sound healing, going to that tarot card reader, and just listen, those things, and that's what I prayed for. That's what I was writing down in my book. Like, align me with things to relieve me from this bad luck, this anxiety, this negativity, this all of this. You know what I mean? I've had suicidal thoughts. I've had all of those things. Like, you know what I mean? I've experienced all of those things, and all of those things are mental things that you experience internal. So just because somebody doesn't look like they're experiencing, or something is wrong with them, or they don't really have nothing to like, they're not really going through anything, that's not true. Because people who have killed themselves, nobody never guessed that they were feeling that way internally. I saw a post on Instagram where they was like, this is what suicide looks like, and there was all these pictures of all these people that killed themselves, and they were all smiling. So it's like, you never know what's going on with people internally, and you cannot invalidate that. You cannot invalidate that, okay? Period. You know, I dealt with all of those things without turning to drugs, without turning to, without addiction. Yes, I smoked a little. Yes, I smoked weed, but to be honest with you, weed actually helped heal, helped clear, and helped me relax, and help calm what was going on. You know what I mean? Help clear blockages. So I have nothing bad to say about weed. I firmly believe that weed is medicine. Now that it's legal, I feel like maybe, they're putting chemicals. They might be putting chemicals in it, because I've seen a lot of articles and a lot of people talk about how, the weed is being having chemicals in it, and the way that it's being grown, and all those types of things. They gotta make sure it's organic, like Dr. Sabi. He said, make sure it's organic, make sure that we have seeds in it, because otherwise it's either a hybrid, or it's chemical, it has chemicals in it, chemically induced, whatever. But I can say that I never experienced anything negative. I only experienced positive things, and I wasn't addicted. When I got tired of paying for it, I stopped paying for it, because it is a little bit expensive. But I stopped buying it. You know what I'm saying? And I was good. I wasn't fiending. I didn't feel like I needed it or had to, had to have it. But it helped. So I have nothing bad to say, but that's all. Like, and the only type of alcohol I really drink is wine. I don't really drink alcohol that much. So I didn't turn to no substance, to substance abuse. I dealt with it. I prayed, I affirmed, I set my intentions, whatever you want to call it. I set my intentions, and I was guided to things like sound healing and crystals, meditations, and all of those things. And all of those things helped me with anxiety. helped me with what I was going through. I also dealt with people, with everybody in my life that I knew turned on me. People that I trusted turned on me. People that I've been knowing forever. You know what I'm saying? People that I that I loved talk about me behind my back. Cause drama, cause issues. Like, it's not, people are not. Everybody goes through things. Everybody. And I'm not gonna never sit here and try to say, they didn't deal with what I dealt with. So they don't know. You know what I'm saying? I would never, ever, ever tell nobody that. I would never tell nobody that. Because it's people that went through things that I could not even imagine going through. People that I was cool with, people that I've gotten to know in these past 5-6 years or so, going through things that I could not even imagine going through, and it's very commendable that they was able to get themselves out of that strong. That's strong. You know what I mean? Those are strong people, and I don't never take away what they went through. And they don't, and I just don't feel like people should take away from what you've gone through just because they feel like they went through more. Going through things mentally takes a toll on you as well. Feeling like you don't want to, feeling like you in this constant state of fear and panic and confusion, and don't even know why. Clouded judgment, and you don't even know why. Not being able to perform at work, to perform tasks, like driving, just anything, like not just being somewhere and being anywhere and not feeling safe. Anywhere you go, feeling in a constant state of fear and panic. That's a terrible feeling. Not even knowing how to get yourself out of it, not knowing how to get out of it or control it. That's a really bad feeling, y'all. And I'm talking about it, going back to it, it's like, dang, because I feel like I was like it came back up, like some anxiety and confusion just came back up recently, and put me back in that state, and I was like, no. Then I started to do my sound healing, because like I say, I firmly believe that things like that, mental stuff that happens like that, are spiritual attacks. I played my Dr. Virtual's frequency called Return to Sender. I was like, any negative energy, and you gotta constantly affirm and pray and make sure that you are protected. You gotta send that shit back to sender. You gotta rebuke and return all ill intention, all confusion, all anxiety. You gotta return that to sender, or sometimes I would say I send that negative energy back to the source to be purified, sanctified, and never to be returned. Like, I don't look. That's what I think. That's what I believe, and it works for me. You know what I'm saying? It works for me. But, anyways, yeah. Like, don't ever feel like you can invalidate someone else's experience. Never. Don't never feel like you could do that. Because, like I said, mental issues are just as bad as materialistic issues. Period. What else I want to talk about? Always follow what you feel. Follow your gut. Follow your own instincts. Don't let anybody make you feel like that this is how you really are or how you really feel, when you know how you really feel. Be confident in how you really feel. Follow that gut intuition. Follow your intuition, and then if you are, and I'm not saying that to say that people don't make mistakes, or people don't fall off, or people don't fall into confusion at times, because you're not going to be right all the time. You know what I mean? You're not going to be right all the time. You're not going to be perfect. Sometimes you may misjudge or prejudge somebody, or prejudge something, but at least you know at least you followed yourself. And you should always follow your own self and your own intuition. Even if it goes wrong, even if it doesn't turn out the way you thought it was going to turn out, or a person is not who you thought they was going to be, or you thought who they were. You know what I'm saying? Even if you don't, you learn a valuable lesson from that. You learn a lesson from that. You know what I mean? Yeah, there's always a lesson. There's always a lesson in everything. Always. Never let nobody trick you out of your own feelings, because if you're feeling that way, then that means there's something that you need to learn through that experience. And that's how I'm taking it. That's how I'm going to take everything now. Everything is a learning experience. This life thing is a little bit difficult at times. Everybody falls short, but don't let nobody tell you what you are and what you are not. Never do that. Never let nobody trick you into feeling like that you aren't who you say you are. Just because you go through a phase, a moment of, insecurity or anxiety or anything like that. Because I always persevere through it. I always get through it. I always push. And like I said at the beginning of the video, the first part of the video, I don't turn to drugs. I don't turn to, substance abuse. I deal with it. I sit in it. And yeah, you may feel that energy on me for a while. You may feel that on me for a while. Until I get through it. Until I get through my process. But don't never let nobody make you feel like you're not doing what you say you're doing, when you know you're doing what you say you're doing. Period. Don't never let nobody talk you out of that. Cause I'm learning lessons, y'all. Like I've been dealing with some things mentally again. Like I said, things are popping back up. That coming back. And I'm just like, nah. Trust yourself. Always trust yourself. Don't let nobody tell you that you're paranoid. Because my mom used to do that to me all the time. Like, if I tell her something about, I had a bad feeling about something, I think that they're doing this to me, I think they're doing that behind my back, she would always say, you just being paranoid, or, you just too sensitive. And I was told that for my whole entire life. And ever since I stopped, so I developed the habit of ignoring things and ignoring my feelings, ignoring my intuition. And then once, because of that, because I was like, well, maybe I'm just being paranoid, because that's what I was told my entire life. Maybe I'm just too sensitive, So, but ever since I learned about intuition and what that is, and actually start and stop, and followed that feeling, and actually stopped ignoring it, I noticed that, okay, I am right. That is God, that is the higher power, or whatever, that is spirit, that is, your ancestors or whatever, or your angels or your spirit guides guiding you, telling you, what you should, like, don't do this, or yes, do this, that this is the right thing to do, or this is not the right thing to do. I'm a firm believer in that, just off my own experiences, but yeah, and I think that's all I have to say about that, and I think that's all I got for y'all. Y'all have a good one.